Can you reflect on where were you a year ago versus now?
Fuck.
Like, how did you get here?
Honestly, I was very eager to make content. I felt stuck because I was doing table talks and I really love interviewing people on the street, like the way you're doing it right now. Maybe this isn't like gonna like fulfill me as a whole. Like it's a cool like side thing to do, but sometimes making your side thing your main thing isn't smart. But very doubtful of my skills and how fast I can improve them, because to me, I thought to get to the level I'm at right now, it would take me like 10 years, because everyone says, oh, it takes sometimes like 10 years to be like successful or to get really good. And it takes people so long. Sometimes what we do is like, we think that, oh, if it took someone else 10 years, then it's gonna take me, because, oh, how could I improve? But like, that's why you have to just simplify it.
What made you take that step? Because, you know, it's like you left your job. Me?
Yes. Because,
what do you mean?
Because sometimes I need your validation helped me so much, like literally.
Wait, so you believed in me so much? Me believing in you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that was the first week we started dating.
Not really. It was maybe like the third week. Third?
Why is it? I feel like the first, second week, that's when you were like talking about it. Because I remember fifth date, I feel like it was. I feel like it was our fifth date. But the date of, we went dancing.
I think
around there you were thinking about leaving your job.
But you know what? I was thinking about doing that for a while.
But exactly, so what made you like, be like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna risk it?
Oh, because I was just putting in so much work. Because you know what? You know what made me realize it? I started noticing the pattern of how I'm getting clients and how people are noticing me. So once I understood that pattern of like, you know, oh, make content or network or actually do the thing that you're wanting people to pay for you in person, at the time for free, people are gonna want to book you. And then I'm like, people are actually contacting me and like wanting to book me, and they're validating me. So that's what happened. Like after so many people were like, oh no, you're really fucking good. I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's what I needed, you know?
Wait, but you're saying, because I don't remember, but I feel like you didn't have like a lot of clients when you quit your job. You were just kind of like, so like, exactly. So
here's a tip for videographers to get more clients. This could work for photographers too, but we don't really give a fuck. Honestly, just do free work. I know that sounds so crazy to you guys, because maybe there's a lot of people who've been working really hard and have been getting paid clients, but do free work, because you showcasing what you can do is a great marketing strategy as a videographer. If you're consistently posting behind the scenes, posting your work, doing content, showing your persona and other forms of content like that, that's just gonna market you. You're gonna get in the algorithm, you're gonna get seen. This is why I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, because I'm posting BTS, I'm posting my work. I did a free video for an artist. A clothing brand contacted me, and now we're in fucking Atlanta, Georgia, all paid for. You're honestly just increasing your skills. So you guys are so afraid of doing free work, but that's helping you get reps and get better. Quote me, bitch. Anyways, you cut it.
Humble.
Sometimes like your passion can just like get the best of you. And I go through the same shit. I couldn't sleep last night. I only got like 5 hours of sleep. I'm really fucking tired. And honestly, that's okay, because it's a learning process. We're trying to learn how to balance our emotions, how to balance our work and life balance, and do all of that. Don't beat yourself up. If you are overwhelmed, stressed, you feel like you're no good, you feel like this isn't for you, just hang with it, because there's always a way to fix those issues that you're having as a videographer or an editor. A lot of people don't use enough of their resources to get advice or to get help, or maybe there's a better, easier, more alternative way to do what you're already doing. I've just experienced a lot of stuff as a videographer, and you know, I'm still going through stuff. Everyone does. Like, you're trying to find what works best for you, what's simple, because sometimes we try to overcomplicate things when really people don't care about that. Sometimes we don't care that you spent 12 hours on an edit. We just care about like the meaning behind it sometimes. And you know, if you're able to capture that meaning or capture that vision, that's all that really matters, honestly. Just realize that like you have to be so good that people can't ignore you. That's it. Just get better. People try to overcomplicate it. They want shortcuts, but you really just have to get better. And if you don't want to get better, then maybe the type of thing that you're doing is just not for you, honestly. Like, venture into something that's more interesting. Maybe you just like to be in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Some people who are videographers or photographers, they actually want to be in front of the camera. Do what works for you. Don't try to emulate someone else because it worked for them.
What would like tell someone like, okay, I'm ready to like leave my job? Like, do you feel like they should like just risk it or like get some sort of like security?
No, you should. Well, yeah, you should have enough money. Yeah. So if there's no money coming in, you should not just like take the risk and just work. You should have at least some income coming in before you like quit your job. If you're not making at least a part-time salary as a videographer, like you shouldn't quit your job, because there's no point. You know what? I think most people shouldn't quit their job because of the fact that you could use that money for camera gear and for courses on how to be better. And not only that, you could reinvest in your website, your marketing. You could literally use the money you're getting from your 9 to 5 to put into boosting your posts or your ads to get clients. Like you could literally do what people are paying you for, create an ad on that you're a videographer or photographer and just boost the post.
When should you start charging?
When you start charging? Once people start asking you for your price.
Smart, that's right? A good answer. Yeah. What are your like top 5 mistakes that you made in the beginning that you want to like help people out?
Thinking I'm the shit. Thinking I'm the shit. Thinking like, oh no, you should pay me because everyone says don't do free work. You're a human being. Like you're realizing that business is about relationships. You need to build relationships before you start to build a big business, because all you're doing is helping people. Like you're providing some sort of value for people. If you do free work for like someone who has a really big business or corporation, or just like a big artist or anything creative, you're gonna be able to be around those people who have the budget to pay you. And they're gonna see you work really hard as an intern, quote unquote, and they're just gonna give you opportunity that like most people wouldn't get, because people are so transactional. They're like throwing up money before they're asking people for their name, right? Like you need to build customer relationships. Even when people are selling like big packages, they go through the same shit that like smaller videographers or photographers go through or starting out. You're gonna go through people who are not gonna send you the deposit right away, or they're gonna want you to change everything. Like you're always gonna have those issues come up. Just know how to deal with them. And that's what people don't do enough. They don't prepare themselves enough to be in those situations. What happens is they'll get caught in, oh, their file is corrupted. Now what do you do? What happens when your file is corrupted and you didn't organize your folder properly? You're fucked. Now you have to figure out how you're gonna get your project to your client. What you have to realize is like there's so many ways to get back the file and shit and like recover it. So those sort of things you have to think about. But people don't want to prepare because they just want to get paid. They think, oh, I have a camera, a computer, or a laptop, they're just gonna get paid. But you need to understand the whole process. All right, guys, so we are here in Atlanta. I'm gonna show you exactly how I would shoot B-roll, shooting a film or something like this. Right away, what I'm gonna wanna do is get like the greenery of like, the whole park. For something like this, if you see like buildings and trees, this is really good B-roll to do. The different objects collide like that, and maybe like zoom in a little bit, maybe zoom up. If we're doing some subject stuff, maybe you can come on an angle, get like some perspective views of like this. Show how vast it is by backing up and showing how small the subject is. I'm surprised you didn't scare me as much. Because I usually get scared.
I was kind of scared. I wasn't gonna do it, but I was like, nah. But I felt like you were gonna drop it because I'm like, I was gonna start crawling.
You scared me a little bit. Oh, that would've been funny as hell. Wait, can you please do that? So in this scene, obviously you see her pink jacket or pink hood beanie. Maybe getting like some shots like here, getting some shots of like her right here. Really nice. Yeah, side shots is always great. So you can tell, so you look a little towards me. Yeah, right there. This is like perfect shots right there. You got the background. You see how the background is split? She's splitting the background. Like there's a lot of like city life and then there's nature. That's something what you guys can do, like splitting the frame, 2 different scenes when they like merge together. Shots like this too, like if you see someone biking or doing some like activity or some shit, that's really good. Like this scene right here is really good. Kind of showing like, like maybe him walking into the scene. Yeah, this scene right here is really fire. Maybe get some cool Tesla shots, because also like showing the street a little bit, like this is the stadium. That's a really popular stadium.